Hello and welcome, you join me, ADG, and here we are for a little bit more of Gran Turismo. So there's been a brand new update this morning, or last night, whenever it got released, but I've downloaded it this morning, and here we are to have a look at it. So it's the release of Laguna Seca, so a new track, and there's a few new cars as well, 7 new cars I think. Most of them being safety cars though, so we'll start in America and have a look at the new cars. We'll buy a few of them as well. So, we've got the new, 2017 Ford GT, which is an incredibly good looking car if you ask me. It looks absolutely stunning. Look better with a livery on it. It's not the best colour choice, so I'm just going to go white and blue I think. So we'll buy that. Sweet swoo. Very nice. Yeah, looks awesome. So, didn't really look at the stats for that, but I'll get around to that at some point. So we've got the VW GTI Golf, the old school one. What year is it? 83. So we'll buy that as well. Let's go for the classic black and red. Well, black with little red notes even there. Nope, not gonna bother. So, what have we actually got there? So it's a 1.8 engine or thereabouts. It's 110 horsepower at 6,000 RPM. It didn't actually weigh that much, that's why I guess it was actually pretty quick back in the day. 890 kilos, small little car. So it'd be good fun, that GTI, as it's renowned for. It was always one of those cars that was renowned for being an absolute beauty on the road. So we've also got the 911 Carrera RSCS 993 1995. So we'll buy that as well. Let's have a look at the stats actually. Wait till it comes up. Oh bloody hell, 3.8. So 295. So yeah, pretty quick. Should be good fun that. Rear wheel drive, as you would expect from a Porsche. So where's it gone? Is that one? We'll just go when it pops up. Let's have a look. Welcome. We'll got a nice baby blue, I think, for the Porsche. I'll end up putting liveries on these at some point, no doubt. Bit of dirt on the wheel. So yeah, looking good there. The old Porsche. Should be quite fun to drive that. Looking forward to having a go in that. Only M300, so not the fastest car, but obviously it's a road car. But it should be good fun. In fact, I'll jump in that. And then let's have a look at the next one. I think the rest of them are pretty much safety cars, if I'm not mistaken. So we're over to Asia. Let's have a look at the Toyota. Right, this guy's hideous. Crown Athlete G 2013. Well, you can see why they've rushed that into the game rather than any other car. That no doubt will be used in the daily races. It stinks of daily race, one class A, whatever it's called, one class car racing, and everyone will be probably in that 1 week. So I'm not even going to buy it. I don't even want it. So I'm not even going to bother with that one. But we've had a look at it. Where are all the safety cars? Unless there's another Toyota on there. I thought there were loads of safety cars. Where are all them? Unless there's a new specific little bit for safety cars. Nope. Nothing else new on there. Oh, where are the? I don't really get that. Where are all these safety cars gone? Can't see if Subaru's got any new cars, so we'll have a look. Just because my face is in the way, I don't think they have. So there was definitely a new Renault safety car. Definitely. Yeah, if you have any idea, let me know. Where are all these safety cars? Or do you just get to use them and you don't actually buy them? Seems a bit strange. Bear with me a sec whilst I just get YouTube up. Don't worry, I will be driving in a minute. I'll get some driving done. And have a go on Laguna. Bear with me. In the Miles shop. Ah, good morning, Jonga. What the hell's the Miles shop? Is that something I've never even been aware of? What the hell's that? Miles shop? You might want to let me know what that is as well. Miles shop. Ah, right, okay. I've never actually looked at it. Right, this is. I wondered how I got my special colour ages ago, and wonder why I've never had another one since. Right, this is it. I've never looked back in here since day one. Jesus Christ, as if playing this game more or less every day as well. Oh, right, I've got absolutely nothing going on in here. Right, thank you very much for that. There you go. Guy that plays it pretty much every day didn't even realise this bit existed. Do I want it? Yeah. I don't know why I want these safety cars. I quite like the idea of having safety cars in some of the league races that we do, and starting it under the safety car rather than having either a rolling start setup, because on some tracks it just divides you too much, and on other tracks it's fine. But then, I see. Get your hands on the... Right. I won't bother because it's not the best of cars, but... Right. Oh, that's pretty cool. Right, I'll have a bit of a race and then I'll have a bit more of a look at that later. So, in fact, before we do any racing, I'm going to jump into, where is it? Circuit experience and get myself back up to 100% by doing Laguna Seca. Which is quite good because sometimes it takes them a while to add these into the game, even after the track's been added. So there's a few guys on there. Top 10 time, I can never see the top time because my face is in the way. But I've got 32.2 is number, well, it's third that I can see. So 32.2, Jesus Christ, that's going to be tricky to beat. Mind you, it's only one section of the track. As you can see, that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. So it's actually in Silicon Valley, is this track? In California, is that? Oops. I'm terrible at my geography. So, right, let's go for it. Make sure the TC's off. What car are we in? Oh, we're in the Viper. Nice. Group 3 Viper. It's not too bad a car, the Viper. I quite like it. So, away we go. I'm pretty familiar with this track from other games, but obviously this is the very first time I've headed into T1 on Gran Turismo. Oof. Go a bit deep as well. Loads of understeer, just to make sure I don't get a brilliant lap, obviously first time round. Got to have 100 restarts in there. Right, braking's terrible so far. That were a really bad first go. Oh, I still got gold, but shows how bad you can be sometimes and still get gold. Right, let's try a little bit better than that. Not that I'm going to spend all day on circuit experience or anything, but I think I can get the braking a little bit better than that into T1. Actually hit some kind of apex along the way. Only the first one, not the second. Got that first corner slower than I remember. Shouldn't have broke so much going into there. You can just roll in nicely in there if you just scrub a bit of speed off with the brakes. So that's more like it. Alright, we'll go to the next one. Quickly get through this circuit experience and give you some idea of what's going on. Get through the corkscrew and see how difficult it is on this game. Some games it's easier than others. So we'll go to the next one. Nearly started the same one again then. I'm assuming the TC's still off yet. Where am I? Oh yeah. Oh, I hit the sausage curve on the inside, so yet again, bad first attempt. Really bad line into there as well. Oh, I'm then wide. Until I haven't been on for a while. I played on this a couple of weeks ago on a Seto course, just to once it was announced that it was going to be released, just to get my eye back in on it, but doesn't seem to have helped whatsoever. Good track this though. Do really like it when you get used to it. You certainly have some good races around here. Struggling to drive this Viper a little bit, if I'm honest. Bit tricky to get the braking done nicely. Bit better through there that time, just carrying a bit more speed rolling through and actually getting the corner. So there we go, knocked off, what's that, nearly 3 seconds with one more attempt. We can be a bit faster than that, so we'll go again. Oh my god. I thought I liked this car, but it turns out I don't. It's terrible. It's a bit sketchy on the brakes. Too busy messing about with that. Sort my brakes out first and then restart. Let's have them to the front a bit. Doesn't matter whatsoever this, but still taking it half seriously. Can't help it. It's just the way I am. Oof. Bit too much curve on the exit. Really got to wait for that corner. It feels a lot wider on other games, I'll be honest. It feels quite narrow on the exit there on this. Anyway, another terrible run. We'll go through the corkscrew and get on to the next one. Slightly faster actually, even though it wasn't great. Alright, number 3. Turn 12. What does it actually say? Oh, I'm not going to read it. Corkscrew, basically. There's two really, every corner's a little bit tricky on this track, but there's two really tricky corners on this track. One obviously being the corkscrew, and then the second one being the corner after it. The left-hander. Oh, a bit deep. Oof. Alright. I really don't like this Viper. That hurt my wrist a bit, that. It's slow and steady instead of trying to carry any kind of speed whatsoever, I think. This corner, this is one of the hardest corners. You just get so much understeer, and it's so easy to go out wide there, or get a rear wheel on the grass and end up having a spin. It's good to get reacquainted with Laguna Seca after so long though. So in 3 different stages, I've just about done a lap there now. So another gold. Woo! So hard to get. As you can see, my driving went brilliant then, and you just easily get gold really, as long as you're somewhere near the corners. Right, so let's do the third one and complete this little circuit experience. Should give me another car, I think, as well, if I remember rightly. When you do these, you get another car. Probably be something that I've already got. But we can hope for something good. Try and get that second apex this time so we can straighten out the exit a bit better. Why has this car got absolutely no grip? It's horrible. Even then, not carrying too much speed through, I end up going a little bit wide on the exit. Just my bad driving, I guess, but trying to get a nice, steady, clean lapping really. No big mistakes, but no massive pushing either. Can't really push in this car, the brakes don't allow me to. Took that incredibly narrowly, but got through nicely. Certainly not a quick lap though. I think it'll get me gold probably, but it's not a quick lap. So there we go, circuit experience complete. So pretty good, enjoyed that. For a little introduction to it. Certainly not going to be driving around in the Viper though, on hard tyres. Right, I think it's safe to say I can look online and there'll be plenty of lobbies to go and join, so that's what I'm going to go and do. Unless, I think the time trials have updated, so unless one of the time trials is around here, and then I'll give that a good go. What's it going to be? Ooh, Alexis. I've got about 5 already. So, there we go. That one's done. So, have a look at time trial, see what these are. I think they updated yesterday. Nope. No, they haven't. So there's still 21 hours to go. So I kind of expect one of those to be Laguna Seca when they refresh and they put new ones up. So that'd be quite good. I thought it might be up now, but there you go, it's not. So there's not much, there's not many friends on, being about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's only me that don't work at the moment, by the look of it. There we go, we'll pick that. So there's plenty of racing going on, as we can see already on Laguna Seca, or practicing going on. So I'm just going to find a lobby with a few people and basically and jump in. Wouldn't mind seeing a decent rating as well at the same time. Australia, fast clean one. You won. I'm tempted to jump in there just because 14 people, even though I'm not Australian or New Zealand. God, there's loads. See, when there's a new track released, there's absolutely loads of people on it. Right. I'm just going to jump in with these boys, I think. If the lobbies are too big, there's inevitably going to be bad people in there that are terrible, so if you jump in with a couple of people, chances are they might be alright, and if they're not, you don't really have to drive around with them too much. I keep humming to myself and stuff. I need to stop doing it. I keep forgetting I'm bloody streaming. Well, I don't, but I do. Right. What car are we in? Right, I'm still in that same car. So, jumping the FT1, a personal favourite of mine at the moment. Absolutely love it. Oh, forced to go on the hard tyre by the lobby host. Got set up on, but I'm not going to bother doing anything. So we're still on the hard tyre, so it's going to be similar to what I've just experienced in the in the what's it called? You know, there's more than two in here. There's quite a few. So might actually need to do on here as well is come into the pits and see what the pit time is, see if it's a long pit stop or not. Straight away it feels a lot more comfortable in the Toyota FT1. So hopefully I can actually start enjoying this track a little bit. It wasn't the best on that circuit experience. There we go, I can actually get through the corners. Oh! Lost the rear end a little bit going into the corkscrew then. Bit of a worry. Alright, we're straight into a race, so some guys just started a race, now there's a few people in the lobby, so here we go. First race on Laguna Seca on Gran Turismo Sport. Bit involuntary, but involuntary. But there you go. That's the way it needs to be sometimes. Where am I? Am I towards the back? No, I'm fourth. Everyone's bogged down. I thought I'd got a particularly bad start then, but I had nowhere to go, even if I did get going. I've got a corner cut for going past that guy on the outside of the track. Don't know how good these guys are, so I'm just giving them a little bit of room at the first corner. A little bit of argy-bargy, and he's gone deep. Dived on me. I try to get past the first couple of guys that are a bit of a danger, and then we'll carry on and actually try and have a bit of a race. Hopefully these two up front are a little bit cleaner and faster. I suppose this is the problem on new tracks, people that drive it differently and they don't know where they can go fast and everything else, and this guy's certainly one of them. Mind you, he has picked the McLaren, so It's his own fault. It's a terrible car. So I'll talk you through a lap in a minute. Now I'm getting used to it a little bit. Oh god. Too late there. So head over the line onto lap 2 of 3 in this tiny little online race. And quite a drop into the first corner on the brakes. You're heading downhill quite heavily, so you've got to get on the brakes quite early. And then the first corner is really quite tight, tightens up for the second apex. Back on the power on the exit, then looking for about the 100 marker, I think it is. Just getting on the brakes down a gear and then just rolling it into the apex. Similar here, you don't want to brake too heavy, you just want to get the car settled and turned in nicely, and then you can get back on the power. Roughly at that first braking marker, I'm not familiar with what numbers they are at the moment, can't really see them. But using the little markers on the right hand side, just after the bridge, I could definitely brake later there, but to get through the corner nicely, and for the first couple of laps before I get used to it, just braking nice and early, and then just before you come over the crest, on the brakes to get the corkscrew corner turned in nicely, and then down here it looks like I ain't quite mastered this yet, but go out wide and chuck it back into the apex, so you're not ever risking running too wide on the exit. That's the main concern through that one. Tuck it into the apex on that right hander, and then try and get on the brakes heavy for the tight left hander on the last corner. So that was a terrible talk through, but you know what I mean, it's hard to do once you're actually doing it. So again, down 1, 2 and 3 gears. Back up into second. Just down 1 gear. Just going to keep it in third and roll it in here. Didn't even touch the brakes there. Just lifted off nice and early, rolled it in, and then back on the power. This guy in front struggling a little bit in his Mustang. We've gone quite a lot later than after the bridge this time. Still got through easy enough. Going to brake early because obviously it's not the kind of corner that you do many overtakes through the corkscrew. Don't get me wrong, I've done it before, but it's not easy, and you're more than likely going to cause contact if you try it. It's a nice little roll around for the first race, so quite good once we got out of the contact from behind. Got a feeling that last corner, you just absolutely stopped then. Got a feeling that last corner is one of those where it's got a sausage curb on the apex, so if you can line it up just to miss that sausage, it's probably the fastest way to go through it. So that was quite a good little bit of fun for the first time around Laguna Seca. I don't know any of these guys, by the way. I've just literally jumped in an online lobby, random one. Feel free to drop me a message if you're feeling that way inclined. What we're going to say, oh yeah, if you haven't subscribed as well, please subscribe, and give us a like if you're enjoying this as well. I'm only saying that now because I hate saying it, and I normally say it right at the end of the video, so unless anyone watches about 3 hours of stream and gets right to the end, they never actually hear me say it, so there you go. For a change, I've actually chucked it in there early. Do I go back out? I might find another lobby where we can put the soft tyres on. Oh, super softs. Have a little bit more freedom to go a bit quicker. Be good on the super softs, see how fast you can head through that corkscrew. See if anyone's online. Doubt it though. No. So where is it? WeatherTech Oh, excuse me. Again, just looking for another lobby. Oh, excuse me. Jumping this one, there's absolutely loads of people in here. Might be a bit of a, a free-for-all, but be good fun. Spanish are renowned for the good driving. So yeah, enjoying this so far. It's good. Really good track. Need to work on the lines a little bit, but certainly a lot of time to gain through some of these corners, and hopefully you'll watch me get better and better at it as I keep going. So let's jump in again. Group 3's I hope. Oh, see if we can change the tyre. Looks like everyone else is on hards. Let me just have a look. Nope, someone's on super soft, so change to super softs. And then we can actually have a proper effort at it. Won't bother with any setup. And off we go. So there's loads of random people in here. As you can see, you don't really want to go too wide on any of these corners because there's no barriers to just knock you back onto the track or anything. You're straight off. Looks like there's different classes of cars going around here. Don't know what that is, but it looks brutal. That's not one of them. Is that one of them? Oh, I'm not even sure what that is. It's fast though, as you can see. But you can't drive it though, but it's fast. Can't see it. We must just be on any classic car here because there's just a Porsche N300 by the look of it going around there. That guy's got the fastest car but he can't drive. There he goes, he takes out the Porsche in front of me. Which interestingly does lend me to think what's it like in other cars. Why just drive around here in a Group 3 car all the time? Let's jump into something a bit more like, for example... No, I can't go for a corkscrew in that, surely. Just try it in an F1 car just for a laugh. I'm seeing things. Right. Why not? Let's jump in an F1 car and see what it's like. I'm sure it'll be good. Corkscrew will certainly be interesting. What do you forget about? I always forget the amount of grip you've actually got in an F1 car. How much speed you can carry into the corners. Oh cool, don't like the curb. Surprise, surprise. Nice overtake on that guy, unsuspecting. Not seeing me coming. Oh my god, it's quick, multi-class racing. It's actually really quite fun, this. I wasn't expecting it to be as good round here as it is. You see the speed difference of an F1 car compared to just normal like road cars going around. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this in particular, a great representation of an F1 car. Not even using DRS or anything. Right, I'm going to do one more lap in this, and I'm going to jump in that new Porsche and probably the look at that guy in front, even faster again. The Porsche and probably the new GT40 that I've just bought. See what they're actually like. Getting more and more used to this track. The F1 car's actually helping me. I know I can't take this the corners like this in other cars, but just to see what curbs really unsettle the car and stuff like that. So, we'll finish it at that. That was good fun though, in the F1 car. In fact, I'm going to do another lap, it was just good. And then we'll jump in that GT40, I think. Oof. No, in fact, we'll go to the Porsche. I know what to do another lap. Right, let's see what this new Porsche is like then. Where is it? So it's that one, isn't it? Yeah. Is it? Yeah, that's the new one. Baby blue. Oh, bit of random machine gun fire going off in the background there for some reason. Oops, still on the hard tyre. Let's get it set up. So I could tune it straight away, but I'm not gonna. I'll drive it as the standard car to start off with. Put some super softs on there just to actually get some kind of grip out of it. And we'll just obviously keep everything as standard. So top speed 186 in 6th gear potentially. Obviously not going to reach that round here. There's no massively long straights. So this should be fun. This new Porsche looks like that's what quite a lot of people are driving as well, to be fair. And I'm driving around in an F1 car that's been out forever, and everyone else is driving around in the new cars that have come out, which makes complete sense obviously. I hope this is a bit of a drifty Porsche, to be honest. I hope he can lose the rear end and control it quite nicely. I'll let this guy go in his oops, he was skilled, so I pulled over to let him go and he still went into the back of me. Anyway, he's gone now. Oh, it is drifted. Hey! Straight away, as soon as I turn it in, the rear end just goes instantly. Oh, feels like it's got a rather random pivot point in the middle of it. And it can just go on you at any moment. Whoa! Jesus Christ! Bit distracting. Excuse me. Yep, definitely got a load of oversteer to deal with in this. I like cars like this in a way, 'cause it's certainly a technique to driving them. It's not just jump in and be able to drive it fast. There's a technique to learn to it, to be able to get the most out of the car, and I quite like cars like that. I'm not good at getting the technique right or anything, don't get me wrong, but I quite like the cars that are like that. Dirt Rally 2 is a really good game for that. Some of the cars on that, it takes some getting used to, and they take some real technique to actually drive. It's not just jump in and put your foot down. I'm worrying about all these bloody stupid fast cars coming through. Oh! No, he's fine. Off you go, pal. We're trying to keep up the momentum in this Porsche because it's not the fastest. It's good fun, that. I'm quite liking it. Certainly be a bit of an interesting league racing car. Because the rear end's so loose, so you'd have a lot of interesting moments. Don't think it'd be the best. It's only a matter of time now until this is put into every league going, as well as the new track always seems to be. So no doubt everyone will actually be league racing on this very shortly. Some people might have even organised for it tonight. But yeah, there'll be all sorts of championships coming up, including this track now. I would have thought. Not the easiest thing to drive, this, I'll be honest. Like I say, it takes a bit of getting used to it. I keep thinking that new GT40 was a Group 3 car, but it wasn't, I don't think. I think it's just the road version. But very nice looking it is. No Tomahawk. Don't matter, he's on the grass all the time anyway, I don't see him on track. Right. Although that's quite fun to drive, it's not filling me full of joy. So, right, what else is it? GT40. That's not it there, is it? No. Let's just have a look on the category thing. In fact, no, country. There's only 80 cars to look through. I did buy it. Yeah, I did buy it. Where the hell is it? Bear with me again. That's it, isn't it? That's the one. So jump straight on some decent tyres and give it a go. Got a feeling this is going to be a car I quite like. Never really got on with the Group 3 version, but I don't know why, I'm really looking forward to driving this. So, here we go. First couple of laps, new track, new car. See someone else down there asking how to get the safety cars. They've baffled everyone with that one. You see the rear wing raising to give us some downforce, I think it is. As we get up to a certain speed, it automatically raises. Does it always raise? No, it doesn't look like it's going to go back down. Or does it? F1 car coming behind me, give him the inside. Mad being able to say that. You imagine any real racing or any track that would really be shared by F1 cars and just normal, well, any other car basically, just as a track day. I suppose it does kind of happen actually. I've been on track days where there's some ridiculous quick cars there and I'm there in my Clio Sport. Maybe not F1 cars though. Some bloody serious enthusiasts. If you've never been to a track day, it's one of those things I never knew what to expect. The first time you go, you think, oh, it should just be good fun this. And you turn up and there's loads of people with trailers and spare tyres and all sorts of stuff going on and you think, alright, I'm a bit underprepared with just my foot pump in the boot then. But there you go. Still enjoyed every track day I've done. I've never taken it that seriously. There's other people there that don't take it that seriously, but a lot of people are turning up with all the gear. Seen some people just tinker around in the pits all day and they've paid a fortune to go on the track day and you just think, what are you doing? You haven't even gone on track hardly. I'm sure they just love it for the social scene of it, some people. just being able to go and talk about the cars to other people and stuff like that. Not my cup of tea, but there you go. Each to their own. Nice car is this, I like it. It's pretty stable everywhere, it's nice through the corkscrew, it's good on the brakes, it's nice. Might actually try and push and actually get a lap in here, because I'm just driving around really. I'm not actually trying to hit the apexes and get some real speed out of it, so let's go for a proper lap now. I've had a few laps to get used to it a little bit. In that last corner, it always wants to kick a little bit. I'm not sure if it's a car that you should rev out or short shift in really. And there goes the F1 car again. Oh, I say it's good on the brakes. Keep forgetting it's not a Group 3 car, so I'm just generally driving it and braking where I feel I could in a Group 3. Oh. So yeah, just braking too late basically, especially into T1. So this is a wasted fast lap. It's meant to be a good lap. So again, I'm just being a bit too keen on getting back on the throttle coming out of there. It actually keeps tightening up if you're on the throttle too early and you get a little bit of understeer. It keeps pushing you wider and wider, so just worth being that little bit more hesitant and just getting a bit straighter on the exit before planting your foot. Corkscrew feels quite nice on this game, I'm not going to lie. Project Cars 2, it's really tricky to get through at times in certain cars. It just kicks all over the place and causes all sorts of moments. Right, try a fast lap. See what we're actually looking at time wise in this GT40. Let's get the braking done this time. So nice and early, still having to get heavier on the brakes towards the apex though, rather than lifting off the brakes towards the apex. A little bit of understeer on the way in, but again just hesitant, waited for it to cure. Like a nice piece of bacon, got to wait a while for it to cure. Oh, don't do it. It's a little bit late on the brakes. Actually got a few cars to get past now as we come through the corkscrew, so typical timing. Where are you going to catch everyone on track? Obviously the trickiest bit of it. Oops. Not that I did anything wrong, but you just whacked into the side a bit. This is the problem when you just jump in random lobbies. A lot of people aren't actually very capable of racing side by side. Cleanly anyway. Not that we're racing, it's only a bit of fun this, but that's a line I'd look to take for an overtaking in a race. Got it done quite nicely there. Yeah, I like this GT40, it's good. Really enjoying this actually. Guys in the old Ferrari, I think that's the Ferrari that's worth 20 million on this game. I think it's the old Le Mans Ferrari if I'm not mistaken. Probably not at all, it's probably something else, but I looked the other day after watching that documentary on Netflix. I looked at how much, because both cars are actually in this game. I looked to see if they were, and they are, and they're both 20 million. But bloody hell, never realised why those cars are 20 million, and after watching that documentary about the 1960s basically, and Ferrari versus Ford at Le Mans, yeah, kind of made me think, yeah, they're worth 20 million then, they should be expensive. But yeah, really good documentary. Anyway, I'm going to do a few more laps and then jump in something else again, I think. But really like this Porsche. Porsche, what am I on about? Ford. I think it does feel a little bit like Porsche, that's probably why I said that. Feels a little bit like Porsche drives in a way. Yeah, just giving myself a chance to get more and more used to the track. Even though I might not be going the quickest every lap, I'm jumping between cars, it just gets me familiar with it in different cars, different ways of driving it. Go back and look through those safety cars in a minute as well, just to give myself a little break. So what's that? That's 124.1. So not too bad pace really. Looks like I got a bit quicker as I went on and on in the Ford there. Right, I'm not sure what else to jump in really. Any suggestions from anyone watching? If there is anyone watching this. I'm going to leave this room, have a look at those safety cars. Right. But yeah, good little first look at the new track there, Laguna Seca. Been good fun as that. I'll do a few more laps in another car and then pretty much call it a day with that. But yeah, it's good. Certainly one to look forward to jumping on if you haven't had a chance yet, which most people probably haven't, because again, I'm at home, not doing all. I'm going to buy myself a new driver pairs. I forgot all about all these. How do you get new ones? How do you get more again? Where are they? So there's like 2 safety cars, but I don't know where the rest of them are. Special cars, where are the rest of them? Is there any more? Isn't that the one I bought? Felt like I've already bought that. So there's the Mercedes SLS AMG, I think it is. No, just Mercedes AMG GT safety car. So that's there. I don't want to keep buying it. I don't get where the other ones are. There was all sorts of different safety cars released this time around. So that's obviously possibly one of them. Need to look into this. I'm going to have a quick look on my phone, search for it. Yeah. Nothing said about it on there. So, I know one of them, just reading again, it's just reminding me, one of them is sorry about this if you're not interested. But yeah, one of them is a Renault Megane safety car, so I'm going to have a look in Renault. No. It's not in there. But then there's Renault as well, there's Renault Sport and then there's Renault, but I think there's only one car in Renault. I'm confused, so I don't know where these safety cars are. Anyway, I don't think you can, I can't find them, so I don't think you can get them yet. Unless I'm doing something wrong. See what my daily workout completed car is. Where is it? I've already got it. Yeah. What's that, the Citroen, I think? Yeah. I've already got one, but thank you anyway. Quite a good car, actually. It's really good on its tyres. If you're ever in a Group 3 championship with tyre wear on, think about picking it. It's really quite quick and it just seems to last forever on its tyres. So now I'm going to do something slightly different. Now I've done a couple of laps around it, basically, got used to it. I'm going to jump back on circuit experience and do myself a little bit of justice on the fastest time board, so I get a better timing basically on this. Even though that car's terrible, this Viper. So looking to beat a 1:23.8 from Fast Track so far. Just one of them things, I want to be up there. Set a time other people will spend ages beating. Probably won't be able to do it though. Right, yeah, just on the lap attack. Not bothering with the other 3 bits. Basically using this like a bit of a time trial thing. It's so understeer through there, it's ridiculous. Definitely carry more speed through pretty much every corner, but it's not too bad a lot. Bit scrappy here and there. I just noticed the TC flashing away at the bottom, I think I have. Yep. Oh, 23.8, so a bit faster. I'm going to go faster than that though. This car, one thing, it's got quite a bit of grunt to it when you put your foot down. So just push on straight away. Seems to pick up really quickly and just go through the speed. Pick up its speed really quickly. No! No! I think I'm getting worse at driving. The more I drive, the worse I get, I think. Feels that way sometimes. Certainly not driving very well today. Good job there's no leagues are up tonight. Got a feeling I'm driving this car a bit wrong. I think it's probably just a torque car. It just seemed to change gear quick. A lot quicker, taking a second off again. Still mistakes in there, so we'll go again. But yeah, I think short shifting this car probably helps. It does, it definitely picks up quite nicely just by short shifting. You don't have to go all the way through the gears. Maybe should have ran third a little bit longer there just because of going up the hill, but same here, I've run fourth a little bit longer just because we're going up the hill. So I'm a long way off my gear, so it's a lot better lap. Got to get this one right. This is the one that you seem to lose loads of time just waiting to get round it if you're not careful. Waiting for some kind of front end grip to get you round. So definitely pulled on my ghost there. That's more like it. 22-0. I think I'm going to pretty much leave it at that. So, if you've watched me from the start, thank you very much for sticking with me, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. And for anyone else that's joined halfway through, thank you for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you again soon too. If you haven't subscribed, please go and do so. If you've enjoyed this is, and that is it, and give us a like as well. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Take care. Adios.